what makes people hate the farming system is the complications that are in the farming system. So like us who have been doing this for quite some time, it's good to share knowledge with you, to share experience with you. So like now, this is a season of rainy season, it's a season of diseases, it's a season of COVID-19. But actually, as we farmers, we shall never go wrong. Like it or not, the country right now is running on us. If we stop producing the food, the country cannot stand. If we stop producing the meat or the goats or the cows, the country cannot run, because it's all about our food production. So many complaints that have been getting during this period, because now we see a lot of rain that is happening everywhere. Me at my farm, even the road is cut off just because of the water, and now we are tuning to the boats that we are not used to. But all in all, that can't stop us from doing the farming as long as the animals are existing. So the farmers are supposed to continue. We are supposed to go on. Not like these other businesses that if the trucks are not moving, we are not doing anything. So for us, as long as you have the drugs, you have the food to cater for the guys, you can live. So today I want to take this opportunity to rescue some of the people, because I know a lot is going through. These are the diseases that you are having, I'm sure, and many have been calling me over that matter. Diarrhea is much during this season because it's raining. Remember, most of the infections that cause diarrhea are many and they multiply more. You know, the bacteria always enjoy this period of rain. The multiplication takes place. The worms multiplies at a high rate. The viruses are also multiplying at a high rate because the environment is very conducive for them. So I know you're going through a diarrhea. So in kids, mostly, you remember me, I told you that my goats produce in a dry spell. Like right now, I don't have any kid on my farm. All of them are above 1 month or 2 months. So I'm expecting to receive more other babies in June, because I did what they call natural synchronization. So basically, you're seeing those who have got like the kids right now, you're expecting to have diarrheas, which is very much, and you're expecting to have all blisters around the mouth, even on the tongue, because the animals are exposed to the wet grasses. So what you're supposed to do is keep your animals inside. You remember what I told you, that like for this season, let's harvest our grasses and then keep it. Like most of those people who don't have their very big ranches or whatever. So have your grasses, semi-dry it, and then bale it. So as per now, I do expect you to have the bales, like you people who have smaller land, 3 acres up to 10 acres, such that it's kept there. This animal during the morning hours, the environment is very wet, it's very cold. Give them the dry matter, give them that hay. By the time they go in the evening, they just top up. So that is one of the preventive ways that you're supposed to do for the diarrheas that are happening right now. What is happening, the infections which causes diarrhea are many, and 2, the grasses are very fresh. It has a lot of water content, so it's not fully digested by the system. So if the system of the body of the animal is, if it doesn't utilize the grasses, so that means it's going to push it out. That's why you're seeing a lot of diarrheas. And then some other diarrheas that we are having right now is diarrhea in kids. So that means there is also worms. Actually, the multiplication of the worms during this period is also very high. So if 2 months passes when we have rains, make sure we have to deworm again. So in this period of the rain, we are supposed to take 2 months and then we redeworm. But in a dry spell, we take 3 months and then we deworm once. Some other thing, like the diarrheas in the kids, keep yourself with some drugs like the sulfates. You have the gentamicin with you. have Oxy 10% with you. You have Intradine. If you cannot access Intradine, have Scoaban. If you can't have Scoaban, then have gentamicin or interfloxin. A lot of drugs that have sulfurs, keep it with you, because if we do expect a lot of diarrhea during this period, we do expect a lot of worms. So those people who have already been affected by OFF, that disease that causes a lot of blisters around the mouth of the animals, please keep yourself with hydrogen peroxide. Brush them or scrub them or wash them with hydrogen peroxide till when you see the blood coming out of the mouth or out of the womb. That shows to you that the pus membrane is crushed and that animal is going to get safer. If you do it like 3 times in a week, that will be cleared. So in actual senses, we have ticks are going to also to multiply more because they also multiply too much during this period of the rain. So I know we are not in a very good health condition, but let's try to fight it. And the only way that we can fight it is by keeping ourselves with these kind of drugs with us. The acaricides to spray. Actually, if you've been spraying once, you can even decide to spray twice in a week, just because the multiplication of the ticks are very high. So thank you very much. I think take something. If your kids are diuretic, use Intradine, it will do very well. Use Intertrim or Norodine tabs or S-Dime tabs. Keep them with you. That will help you to move. My biggest challenge is to see a farmer telling me I received 20 kids and the only few have survived, let's say like 2 or 3. And remember, in the projection of our goat farming project or cattle, is all about kids. When you lose one goat or one kid, you've gone back for 5 months. Whenever you lose a kid, that is a setback of a whole 5 months or 6 months. So please, let's try to take very good care of them. Let's make them sleep in a dry matters. Make it sleep in a dry area. Get the grass, cut it, wilt it a bit, then put it in the kids' pen. Those people who are saying that kids are so much affected by the temperatures, that is wrong. Even if you make, and by the way, this should be taken to be serious. The kids that are kept under a warm area, whereby you're keeping them in the house, you're killing them, because you're going to find a lot of cough in those kids because they are not getting enough aeration. Remember, goats have the skin, it's a tough skin, and on top of that, they also have hairs. So just imagine, if you have ever covered yourself with the skin of an animal, you will know what that animal goes through if you put it in an enclosed house. What you only have to do, make sure the rain does not go in that house. Make sure the house is dry, because remember, the bacteria does not, and the viruses, they hardly survive in the dry areas. So make sure you do all that. Don't put hot temperatures in the kids' pen. It is not required. God covered them already. So let's just protect them from the infections, then those kids survive. I'm telling you, our money is all about kids. If you lose a kid, that is a setback of 6 months.